Out with the old and in with the new. That's like fresh dew on the morning grass. At last, I'm free indeed. No cash can feed this need. Recently, I've been seeking the one that breathed into Eve, the one that breathed life into Jesus. Brought him back with the breath of life, set us free with the death of Christ.
Hey guys, I realised that I haven't shared for a while. I've been in Thailand. Maybe it's because I used to live in Thailand, so somehow I'm a little bit comfortable here. But nonetheless, God has been doing like amazing things and teaching me a lot. So I just want to share some testimonies from the last few months I've been here. There's so many, so I'm not gonna babble on. I'm just gonna try and be as concise as possible and share just some awesome things. It's been changing my life, changing other people's lives. So when I first came here, I wasn't certain it was a place. I just knew wherever I was going, God would be with me. And I was praying, and I you know, no voice broke out from the heavens and told me to go to Thailand. But it just felt right, and I was excited to go back to where I had, if you heard my testimony, I originally found the gospel. I originally found the paper form of the gospel in Chiang Mai in a second-hand bookshop. This one right here, got it in my little bag. So I was excited to go back to the place where kind of it all began. I mean, it began before I was born, but you know what I mean. So I went back, and wow, first testimony. I arrived in Chiang Mai and I knew I wanted to be around for at least a month, so I wanted to get some short-term accommodation that wasn't too expensive, and that I didn't have to, you know, usually it's like you pay for a year and you get a good price, but I wanted a decent price where I could just pay for 1 month. And anyway, I was looking through all these agencies, and I decided I should probably just call one up and then tell them exactly what I'm looking for, and then they can give me what they've got. So that's what I did. I called up and I spoke to this lovely lady on the phone who I already had a good feeling about. Anyway, I told her my requirements and she said they had something, but it was too expensive. She was like, okay, that's all we got. And then I was about to put the phone down and she, oh, sorry, wait, we got one more. And it was within my budget, it was in the right area, it was perfect. And I was thinking, you know what, it's probably just gonna be like a few square meters. But if it is what I'm looking for, then I know it's from God and I can stay here. That was my mentality. So I met her with this lady. Like I said, I already had a good feeling about her. And the following day, and we met up at the apartment while we were waiting for the landlord. And I noticed she had a cross on her neck. And straight away, this got me really excited. I hid my excitement because I didn't want to freak her out. But inside, I was very excited because it's not that common here to meet Christians. And usually people have like a Buddha thing around their neck. Anyway, I didn't mention it because also people can be wearing crosses all over the place, just like as a fashion statement. So anyway, I was intrigued, and we sat down and we got talking, and she asked me about, you know, what I was doing here, where had I come from and everything, and I told her about Indonesia, and that God was leading me, God told me to go there. And she was like, oh, you're a believer too, yeah. And we were like, yeah, we got the same daddy. And then she started to cry. You know, the more I was telling her about what God had been up to, and you know, we were just talking, she started to cry because she was like, oh God, just like loving God. So that was like, wow, that was confirmation for me that this was the place for me. But I hadn't even seen the room yet, but that was confirmation that this was the place. So went to see the room. I loved it. It was perfect. It had like a kitchen area. It had everything I needed all in one room, and it was within my budget. So I was like, yes, God, thank you. And the Christian lady was like confirmation for me. Also that I was in the right place, because like I said, I wasn't that sure. Anyway, that was enough for me. That was awesome, and I ended up visiting that lady later and visiting her church, which was also really cool. But God took it even further, right? So once I was in this apartment, sorry, it keeps going out of focus. I had this feeling, there was nothing on the walls, right? And I was thinking about, like, I would love to have this scripture, that I could just wake up and look at the scripture on my wall instead of an empty wall. And then I had this thought, like, I wonder if there's any Christian bookshops in Chiang Mai, because I'd never thought about that before. I'd never considered it. Anyway, the next day I met with my friend who is also in the New Age, and he'd given his life to Christ recently. And I met up with him and we were talking, and he was telling me about the church that he goes to. And then he told me about a bookshop. And I was like, hey, that's funny, I was just thinking about that. And he told me about a Christian bookstore where everything's for free. It's like heavenly resources. So I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. I wrote down the name and I quickly looked it up to see where it was. And it was like, on the map it said it was 15 minutes from my apartment. So I had the whole city of Chiang Mai. It said it was 15 minutes walk from my apartment. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's felt like it was confirmation for me that, you know, God put the idea of a bookshop, and then my friend brings up a bookshop, and then the bookshop is right near where I met this Christian lady and got my apartment. So that was exciting. And then I went to my apartment, I settled in or whatever, and then I thought, right, I'm gonna check out this apartment. So I put it in Google Maps, and for some reason before it had made a mistake, and maybe I put in the wrong starting point, and it said 15 minutes. Now when I looked, I saw that this Christian bookshop where everything is for free was on my doorstep of the apartment where I met the Christian lady and got the apartment. So literally on the same road as my condominium was the bookshop. It was like next door neighbours right there. Out of the entire city, this bookshop was on the same road where I got the apartment, and I was just like blown away. And God was like, yeah, you're in the right place. Not only are you in the right place, but he was providing resources, because this place, they have like Bibles in different languages. Actually, I just went there like yesterday. Now I'm in Bangkok. I just arrived here in Bangkok, but I went to the bookstore yesterday and got some things for my next destination right here. Let's see if I can turn on the focus. See that? New Testament. I don't know if you recognize that language. Let me show you the inside. Look how awesome this is. You got the English. Sorry, let me put it in focus. You got the English. You can't see it. Alongside Japanese. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, so I got a bunch of New Testaments for Japan, which is my next destination. And the guys at the shop gave me a present, a little Japanese dictionary. Just awesome. So my trip in Thailand started and ended with this bookshop. And actually while I've been here, they've been providing resources for like Thai information about Jesus and stuff like that. It's been really awesome. So that's just a testimony of when I came here, but there's loads more of things that God has been doing in people's lives and when we're out and about. But for now, I don't want to make this long. I feel like it's already quite long. I've already baffled on quite a lot. So please forgive me if you made it through. Thanks. And God bless you. And I'll be seeing you soon. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to update you and share some more stuff. Goodbye. Love you lots. Bye bye.